Imagine a leader who can bend others to their will, control situations with ease, and always seems to be a step ahead. This leader thrives in environments where power is the ultimate currency, using manipulation and cunning as tools to maintain control. In today's fast-paced world, where political, corporate, and social structures are constantly shifting, such traits are not just found in history books or political thrillers. They are present in the real world, influencing decision-makers, policymakers, and even the everyday corporate professional. This is where the concept of Machiavellianism comes into play, a term that has become synonymous with manipulation, deceit, and a ruthless pursuit of power. But does this style of leadership still have a place in the modern world, or is it outdated? More importantly, how does it shape the very fabric of contemporary leadership? Welcome to the Unfolding Journey, a place where we dive deep into complex topics that impact our lives, from psychology and leadership to societal trends. Today, we're exploring one of the most controversial concepts in the realm of leadership, Machiavellianism. This idea isn't just a theoretical exercise. It has real-world consequences in shaping how leaders behave, how they manipulate situations, and ultimately, how they rise to power. Join us as we unravel the intricacies of Machiavellianism and its influence on leadership styles in today's world. If you enjoy thought-provoking discussions and want to stay updated on more engaging content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and become part of our growing community. Machiavellianism finds its roots in the 16th century, primarily through the writings of Niccolò Machiavelli, an Italian diplomat and philosopher. His most famous work, The Prince, is often regarded as the foundational text on political manipulation and statecraft. In this book, Machiavelli outlines the importance of pragmatism over morality for rulers, advocating for the use of deceit, cunning, and force to maintain political power. His famous assertion that the ends justify the means became the hallmark of Machiavellianism, implying that any action, no matter how unscrupulous, is acceptable if it leads to the desired outcome. Although Machiavelli's theories were aimed at rulers in a turbulent political landscape, his ideas have permeated modern political and corporate structures, giving rise to a new wave of leaders who embody many of his principles. The Machiavellian leader is often seen as strategic, calculating, and willing to manipulate others for personal or organizational gain. Today, the term Machiavellian is commonly used to describe someone who uses cunning, deception, and unethical behavior to achieve power or control. In the world of contemporary leadership, the traits associated with Machiavellianism are ever present. Power dynamics, organizational structures, and competitive environments create fertile ground for Machiavellian leaders to thrive. These leaders often rise to positions of power by exploiting others' weaknesses, fostering a culture of fear and manipulating situations to serve their own interests. One of the hallmarks of a Machiavellian leader in modern times is their ability to manipulate information. In the corporate world, this might look like a leader who withholds key information from their team to control decision-making processes, or someone who distorts facts to present themselves in a more favorable light. By controlling the flow of information, these leaders create a sense of dependency among their subordinates, keeping them in the dark while positioning themselves as the sole decision-makers. Another trait of Machiavellian leadership is their ability to create a culture of fear and insecurity. By fostering an atmosphere of distrust and competition, these leaders keep their followers on edge, constantly vying for their approval. Employees or followers under a Machiavellian leader may find themselves constantly battling for attention, promotions, and recognition. This creates an environment where loyalty is based on self-preservation, rather than genuine trust or shared values. Machiavellian leaders often engage in what is known as divide-and-conquer tactics, pitting subordinates against each other to prevent unity and solidarity. By fostering infighting and competition, these leaders ensure that no one can challenge their authority. This tactic is especially prevalent in corporate environments, where individuals may be driven by the desire to climb the corporate ladder at any cost. In such environments, the Machiavellian leader manipulates the competitive nature of their employees to maintain their own grip on power. Moreover, Machiavellianism in leadership is closely tied to the pursuit of personal goals, often at the expense of ethical considerations. A leader who exhibits Machiavellian traits may prioritize their own success over the well-being of their team or organization. In extreme cases, this could involve sabotaging competitors, spreading false rumors, or undermining colleagues to gain an advantage. These leaders are often skilled at masking their true intentions, presenting a facade of charisma, competence, and empathy, all while secretly orchestrating behind the scenes to secure their own agenda. Political leaders are perhaps the most overt examples of Machiavellianism in action. Throughout history, politicians have used manipulation, deception, and strategic alliances to ascend to power. In the modern era, political leaders often employ media manipulation, public relations strategies, and targeted messaging to sway public opinion and maintain their control over political narratives. In a democracy, where public perception can make or break a politician's career, Machiavellianism manifests in the form of calculated campaign strategies. Political figures often create carefully crafted images, presenting themselves as the savior or outsider who can fix the country's problems. They may use populist rhetoric to appeal to the masses, all the while manipulating facts and leveraging emotional appeal to secure votes. Once in power, they may continue to manipulate political narratives to consolidate their position, using tools such as social media, misinformation, or even legal loopholes to maintain their grip on power. A prime example of Machiavellianism in contemporary politics is the use of divide and rule tactics. Politicians often pit different social or ethnic groups against each other to create a sense of division and distract from larger, more pressing issues. By stoking fear and resentment, they can manipulate voters into supporting their policies or re-election bids, often without fully addressing the underlying issues at hand. These leaders may even go as far as to create scapegoats, blaming marginalized groups or political opponents for societal problems, thus consolidating their power while maintaining a facade of leadership and unity. In the corporate world, Machiavellianism can be just as pervasive and influential. The cutthroat nature of business environments often rewards those who are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve success. This is where Machiavellian leaders thrive, using their charm, intelligence, and manipulative skills to climb the corporate ladder. The corporate Machiavellian might not always be the most ethical individual, but they certainly know how to leverage their position for personal gain. One way in which Machiavellianism plays out in business is through corporate politics. In many organizations, employees are forced to engage in a game of manipulation to survive and succeed. Leaders may use favoritism, backroom deals, and underhanded tactics to position themselves as indispensable to the company's success. In extreme cases, a Machiavellian leader may even sabotage colleagues or create unnecessary competition to eliminate potential threats to their own advancement. In the tech industry, for example, companies are often led by individuals who use their power to manipulate market conditions, inflate their company's value, or secure unfair advantages. Machiavellian tactics might include spreading misinformation about a competitor's product, misleading stakeholders about the company's financial status, or even using unethical labor practices to reduce costs. By controlling the flow of information, creating a sense of exclusivity, and using their charm and persuasion, these leaders are able to stay at the top, all while masking their true motivations. While Machiavellianism can lead to success for certain individuals, it raises significant ethical concerns. Leaders who operate using Machiavellian tactics often create toxic environments where trust and collaboration are in short supply. Employees may feel exploited, manipulated, or coerced into performing actions that go against their values. Over time, this can result in a lack of morale, high employee turnover, and diminished organizational success. Furthermore, Machiavellian leadership perpetuates a culture of moral relativism, where the line between right and wrong becomes increasingly blurred. This can lead to a win-at-any-cost mentality that places personal success above the greater good of the organization or society. Such leaders may prioritize short-term gains over long-term sustainability, and their actions may ultimately backfire when their manipulative tactics are exposed. Despite these ethical challenges, there is still a place for Machiavellian leaders in certain contexts. In situations where ruthlessness and strategic manipulation are necessary for survival, such as in highly competitive industries or political environments, Machiavellianism may be seen as a necessary evil. However, the key to leadership in these contexts is balance. Effective leaders must learn to combine strategic thinking with ethical behavior, ensuring that they remain effective while avoiding the negative consequences of excessive manipulation. Machiavellianism continues to be a powerful force in contemporary leadership, both in politics and the corporate world. Leaders who embrace Machiavellian traits, such as manipulation, strategic thinking, and ruthless pursuit of power, are often able to navigate complex power dynamics and secure their position at the top. However, these same tactics come with significant ethical and practical risks, creating environments of distrust, fear, and low morale. The key to successful leadership lies not in the unchecked pursuit of power, but in using one's influence to uplift others and create a more collaborative and sustainable future. If you found today's exploration of Machiavellianism in leadership thought-provoking, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth discussions on leadership, psychology, and societal trends. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic in the comments below. Do you think Machiavellianism still has a place in modern leadership, or is it a relic of the past? Subscribe now to join the unfolding journey.